Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Bazaar. We're going to play. Let's actually do some Stelle this time, I think. But I'm in a little bit of trouble with Dooley this season. I don't really know why. I think I still gotta. I gotta just learn the new um, the new payoff cards and like the end game boards and stuff. I guess. But for now, we'll just do some Stelle. I'm having some decent success with her, although I had like a huge losing streak before that. So I quite like the firebomb early on, especially if we can find. We didn't find it. We could also do aerial turret. We'll take aerial turret, sure. So aerial turret I've found can be quite good early on if you get, well, not that. If you get the Karakara, it's quite good with aerial turret. And then Firebomb is quite good with, let's just go with Pyro. Firebomb is quite good with flight sim or freefall simulator, I believe it's called. Anyway, we've got this and we've got this to reload it. It's a little bit slower than like freefall sim, especially because it might hit itself sometimes. This item's also really crazy, I found early on. Because if you get like the freefall sim setup, it gives you like way too much regen in the first few days. And the reason this one, so this is like it goes off, it stops flying. When you make it start flying, it reloads. So if you have a way to spam, make it fly, just keep firing it, and it's quite a lot of burn damage. Yeah, I've been enjoying Stell. She's quite fun. I do wish she had some goobers, like this cute little bird. I wish she had any goobers, but that's okay. She's also pretty easy to, yeah, no, too bad. Also pretty easy to build currently. There's like not a lot of, okay, well we didn't get the Karakara. Okay, skip. Like you just kind of pick the large, you get a large item of choice and then you just build around it. Okay, well this is irritating. I guess we could take Fly Cycle and then we have two things that are making it fly, I suppose. Maybe like this and then Fly Cycle. Could also Gyro Gun Sight to give this a bit of damage once it takes off for the first time. I think we'll just rely on the burn. We'll go with this. So not a good day one build, unfortunately. We missed all the really popular usual builds like this one here, the Karakara that makes the length or the aerial turret take off. That they somehow already have silver, and then they got strength. So I'm gonna get absolutely cooked by this because this thing gets multicast, does a trillion damage, and it also will completely outdamage my regen here. That's just how it goes. Yeah. So if I had to guess something early game is getting nerfed, almost certainly aerial turret is a little bit too strong on the first few days. Let's take a look in non-weapons. Okay, this one is quite good as well. Balloon Engine's another like popular early game one, but we kind of need Freefall Sim to really make it pop off, which we missed, but Headset is also very good. So probably getting rid of this. Put some burn here, and then I don't think we want to update Fly Cycle. We kind of really need the unfortunate. We really need the engine with this one, or the well, it is the engine for the build, but the cat is being a little freak. Oh, hold on a moment. Actually, I might need a feeder. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry to deal with the cat a little bit. I don't know if we beat this. I haven't tested this build yet, but I think we'll just do Covetous Thief to start. So theoretically, this isn't too bad because we have like 3 things that'll help this take off every 4 seconds. I could probably cut one of them and then put in the headphones or headset, whatever it's called, because that would help make this thing go as fast as possible. Well, maybe we could have won. That is quite a lot of burn. Kind of like burst burn, like it doesn't really once everything's flying, we kind of run out of steam a little bit, but getting everything there isn't too bad. Okay, so this is definitely the one we wanted, and we got exactly what we needed. Perfect. So this is kind of like the meta, well, one of the meta early setups for stealth, definitely. So headset helps keep everything going fast. We freefall sim to make this thing take off and land a bunch. It doesn't really matter which of these I make fly with this, because they have the same effect. We'll look in smalls because I could get an upgrade for this. Would be really nice. Ornithopter's really strong just in general, so I think we'll grab that. I don't think it's good. Well, it's not bad on our current board. If I had a little bit more room, I might replace or I might put it next to right here. But I don't think it's good enough to do it quite yet. So we'll leave for now. We got a very solid setup here. Yeah, it seems so. From what I've figured out so far, it seems like for Stelle you run like this sort of a setup, or an aerial turret setup, or the molten bow blaster setup for like your early game, and then once you get to like day 5 or 6, you find or make the first big gold large you can find, and then use that. Yes, it's very, very strong, and it also gives you a ton of regen with kite. We'll keep moving. I do want some. That's giving me useless stuff. I do want some extra HP, so we'll go for chocolates. And I do need to save money for our large items, so I won't be grabbing too much here. I've heard Windbreaker's pretty good. I haven't used it myself yet. It'd be pretty good in this current setup. I'd like swap in this and then. But I think I like the regen better, and also it's pretty expensive. This guy's pretty good with Stelle. If you can get this product showcase, it works really, really well with Firebomb, and I like Firebomb a lot. Ice Bomb would be great. Upgraded Ornithopter is pretty solid. Paper Airplane you can do quite a lot with. Overall, he's just got a lot of stuff. With other characters, he can do some fun stuff with product showcase. So like on Dually, if you use this with missiles, you can have a really fun build. I've seen a couple of those. Ornithopter is basically just like 1 second off the cooldown of anything of your choice, which is quite strong. Okay, upgraded Ornithopter we'll take. So extra burn would be pretty strong, but I kind of want to look in items. Yeah, so orbital polisher is really good. This item is completely broken, so we could grab that instead of kite. Yeah, we'll grab it instead of kite because my kite is currently unupgraded anyway. Pop in Ornithopter. Now we still need another small. I guess I'll just leave that for now. It's a bit of a weird one, so I can upgrade Freefall Sim, or I kind of want to just do headset. I think we have enough takeoff with the Ornithopter, so I think we'll do headset just to have more haste on the board, because this is one of our strongest items later in the game for sure. Magnifying glass does nothing because we don't have any damage items, and we keep moving. I guess I could have put it on the board instead of, I should have, instead of the, oh no, I guess it doesn't matter. So the Polisher, it can still lift off even though it doesn't do anything, so it counts as a burn. But yeah, I could have done a tiny bit more. So this is another burn build. They've got Flare Gun, which is a really strong item. Once everything's lifted off, they kind of run out of steam though, because then they don't haste anymore. I think we're fine. Yeah, so you look at the regen from this stupid parachute. It's definitely needs some nerfs, that's for sure. The problem with parachute is it triggers on start or stop, which means you can just spam give it a ton of regen, and then it auto triggers at half HP. So it's extremely safe to throw in your build and extremely strong. I might as well give it crit. I don't really want Curio with this setup. I think I'm just going to go for a regen, and we'll go for JJ. Upgraded parachute is pretty good, and I will upgrade Polisher just so it has... So the only reason to upgrade Polisher is so you can get higher tier stuff upgraded, but I don't think that's too bad. We're going to sell Kite at this point. How many items? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this would be 7, so we can grab this from our haste. We don't really want it, so let's skip. I guess you're in Magnifying Glass. Hellbilly's pretty free. We'll go for him. Yeah, Parachute's really strong, and if you can get it, if you can enchant it, so if you get like shield on it or something, it really pops off. So yeah, as you can see, this little firebomb goes crazy because it's got the Ornithopter next to it, which makes it 3 seconds. And then every time it hits the top, it stops flying, and then these trigger on it again. And yeah, it's a whole thing. I mean, this thing obviously does most of the work, but most of the triggers are from firebomb. Okay, Barcoon. So got some upgrades here we can get. This is some extra burn. This is some better loot. I think we just take the extra burn even though we're going to be a little bit low on cash moving into day 5. But I found, honestly, I don't super frequently find them on day 5 anyway, so it's what it is. think we just take static acceleration. Our stuff can't crit that. Only this and this can crit, funnily enough. But this critting goes kind of insane, and long term we'll probably always have headset, so it's worth keeping around. Right. It's a torch conduit build. We have a lot of, it's a similar setup to ours. It's burn plus regen. But I think we should be fine here. Because if they ever make us hit half, yeah, see, we get like 600 regen from this stupid thing. It's ridiculous. Because it just crit. Right. Another upgrade is very nice. So we can upgrade Freefall Sim to make it... So upgrading this is just extra burn, it doesn't matter. So we'll do Freefall Sim, so it goes a bit quicker. Which gives more haste, which gives more triggers, blah, blah, blah. I don't think any of these have anything I'd really want. So we'll just go for the guy with the most money in this case. The guy on the left has like tool synergies, but we're not really running any tools right now, I don't believe. Well, I mean, technically. I guess technically we're running one of them, but in general, we're not really running tools very much. As you can see, this thing gets like 300 really quick, and the enchants on it scale off the amount of regen on it, so yeah, it goes pretty nuts. This dog is also really strong now. I don't think it's very easy to use on Stelle, but in general, it's quite good. I guess we can just get rid of the magnifying glass and put aviators, so we have a little bit of shielding. I don't know if it'll matter, but I mean, it's nice to have, I suppose. Could do air pressure rifle, but I honestly think balloon engine's just better air pressure rifle right now. We don't have any drones for joystick. This is quite strong if you run the turret setup, because then you can get your turret ramped up a lot quicker. Kite again. Again, this is really good if you don't have parachute. With this setup, you get like hundreds of regen as well, so quite good. And we don't run any tools, so that's a skip. And again, see, like, I don't know. People are like, oh, you can get them on day 5, but it's pretty rare I see the large golds. One trick you can do is buying, I guess I should have gone to those curios, is buying like a large bronze from curio and transmuting it. It'll turn into a large gold. However, I do think it's pretty likely that'll get changed in the whatever balance patch they do next, just because it's a little bit of a goofy interaction to be able to get like a day 4 payoff item. It's kind of the opposite of what they were intending with these patches. So, and there you go, ridiculous amounts of regen, tons of burn. Gave like a little bit of shield. It wasn't, I don't know. I don't love the glasses. They work fine to give a little bit of shield. And I guess they'll help us in like burn mirror matches because it'll have the damage. Having the, sell all this stuff. Let's grab the wrench. Do you have any tools? Actually, I don't think, I guess technically orbital polisher, but I don't think that matters too much. I think that's a skip actually. Oh, ice bomb is nice because now we can do something like maybe, and we could do this, but I want the extra haste on you from Freefall Sim, so maybe we just do that. It'll be a bit slower than the other one, but it will, it'll still get, it'll still be made flying by balloon engine and ornithopter fairly often. So. Okay, so this is another, so it's all your other items start and stop flying, get a bunch of shields. So I could run this. I don't think it's better than what we have, so I could dump like Freefall Sim and Ice Bomb for it, but it's 7 seconds. It's just a little slow. Not really what I'm looking for. I could do Lunchbox. I've never really been able to make it work, and I think we have enough regen anyway. Does this beat Lich? I think it might. It's kind of overpowered. It's a bit of an unfortunate set to freeze, but not a huge deal there. Oh yeah, there it goes. I'm now basically invincible to him. Turns out, yeah, the parachute does in fact beat Lich. Yeah, that didn't feel as good as my last setup. I think I might want to switch Ice Bomb for something else again. Never mind, we need to keep it in there for a chilling touch. We don't care about slows really. Well, we do slow a bunch, but we don't do any damage. So I think maybe just Keen Eye's fine. It's kind of universally good. Okay, so these are both pretty good. So we can do all items start flying. Whenever player uses an item with flying, it gains damage. Not really done too great with Vortex Cannon. I kind of like our current setup better than both of these. This one's not bad though, but I think it's a skip for now. I know right after I was like, oh, you just grab your first big gold, but I don't like those, and we kind of have, this is pretty busted with the parachute anyway, so. It might go all the way to the end even. But like if I didn't have like parachute and balloon engine and all that stuff set up, I probably would have grabbed it. So this is a very confused Dooley. But he's got heart. He's doing his best. But yeah, parachute again, completely bailing us out at half HP. I think we would have won regardless, but I don't know. This seems it's a very slow dually setup. You definitely want something faster than this if you're gonna like having two large items on dually is almost never the right play, except if it's like bunker plus like force field or something. Okay, we'll hold on to that for now. So anemometer is really good if you don't have headset, but we do, so that's a skip, I think. Smoke detector is also really good instead of headset here, just because balloon engine spams a bunch, but again, we don't really need it. We don't need those either. Large items, though. It really wants me to take mag shield. I don't want mag shield. This one's fun, though. We'll take in-flight meal. So in-flight meal is, and I might as well do this as well. Is, it's like a big percentage-based health boost. I think we actually beat Thug, even though he's terrifying. Yeah, and then if you make a bunch of stuff fly, you we'll do it. We'll show how overpowered this dumb build is. It's a big percentage based HP boost, and if you make a bunch of stuff fly, which we're spamming anyway, then you get even more health. Sorry, I'm just never mind. He one-shot me. I guess I needed more HP before going in. My bad. I was too cocky. Okay, there we go. So Daggerwing is a nice replacement for your balloon engine, so I'm probably going to swap to that. We could just sell the balloon engine, I guess. We'll sell balloon engine, Daggerwing. Pop that in. So how can I make this? We don't really need Firebomb, I guess. We can do you. Ornithopter. Do we want the parachute still? So I kind of want the Ice Bomb just for Chilling Touch. Firebomb's good too, though. But we'll leave it on this. But the thing is, we need to get haste on this thing, so I kind of like that setup as well. I think we'll do that. Anyway, this particular item is basically just, I think we actually upgrade headset here. Every time you start or stop flying, it gains 100 damage. So you're just going to spam start, stop flying on a whole bunch of stuff, and then it kills them. And I might need to replace the parachute at some point, although it is quite good. And the main reason I upgraded this is just so I could get more haste on the Daggerwing. Because it's very slow, so getting it to have a little bit more haste is quite nice. There it goes. So there's a few ways to make this go faster. Namely, we could like swap out parachute and like free fall sim for a really fast paper airplane, stuff like that. We can also do something really cheesy and grab this little guy here. I guess I can show that off as well. And if you use Orbital Polisher to upgrade the hammer, then you can upgrade like your Daggerwing to give it shiny, which is probably not intended, but it is doable. So I kind of want flare gun, but we don't really burn that much right now, so I think it's a skip for now. Right. We don't burn very much. We probably do beat dragon. I kind of want the extra XP and gold from him because we did lose to Thug because I'm dumb. That's okay. Oh, my cat is losing her mind again. It's okay. She can wait. Yeah, so you can. It gives us like almost permanent haste on this guy, which is quite strong. Dragonheart. I mean, this would have been nice with the other setup, but I already sold the thing, so I think we skipped that. But you can use that with like balloon engine, and it goes crazy. Another fight. This could actually be very good because if we get expert pilot again, that means that this thing's going to go up to like 60% damage bonus, which is very strong. We could also get a command ship would be fine, although I've got like mostly vehicles, so it only apply to like these two, so it's not great, but it's at least something. The rest doesn't matter too much to me. Yeah, Captain's Wheel's not going to do anything. We dump Firebomb? Maybe. Maybe. Stormy, why are you being so weird? Alright, so now I'm going to do the trick. So we put this guy over here on the left, make it shiny. What? Alright, we've wasted it. Was it silver and I'm dumb? I think I'm dumb. Well. Okay. It's okay. I'm throwing for everyone else's sake. But yeah, you would I gotta pay more attention, man. But you would make this thing shiny, and then it's like apply shiny to whatever, and then you upgrade like your Daggerwing with it. But I'm dumb. All right, well that's embarrassing. Would have been huge too. Oh well. Yeah, I think it only upgrades stuff of the same or lower tier, which should have paid attention. This is okay. Luckily, only one of these dogs is fully activated, but the dogs are pretty crazy. Luckily, we got some regen, which hopefully will let us survive the dogs. As long as they don't crit, we're good. They're quite strong, though. These are like the newly buffed dogs, and they do quite a lot of very fast damage if you get them maxed out. They're pretty good. I've yet to play with them, but they seem quite good. I guess we'll go for Temple Expedition. Yeah, Temple Expedition's fine, because we could get Obsidian Enchant, which we could put on Daggerwing, which would be quite strong. My build is still not quite taken off. I really need like faster freefall sim and then stuff like that. But we'll see. Hopefully we can get there. Okay, we're going to take this shield and put it on Parachute so we become basically immortal. It's very goofy. So it's 5 times this item's regen, and we get like 1 billion regen. So every time this goes off, we get a ton of shield. Almost have that maxed out. And we're going to go for the middle guy here because he could potentially give us the skill, which we now have shielding. So we'd have 20% cooldown on our big weapon. I really need to get this thing upgraded. And ideally a nice enchant on it. And we got it. All right, so now we have a 20% extra or lower cooldown on this thing. We did not get the enchant I wanted. Dog also would have been fun with the balloon engine, but that's okay. Could put poison on it. Sure, we'll take the enchant. I don't think the rest of those do too much for my build. They're just a little too big. I could rewrite this enchant, but I don't really want to. We could just do... Oh, we can sell this. I could just put it on Daggerwing for now. Yeah, I think it's fine for now. If I ever get an obsidian enchant, we'll override it, but I think it's fine to just give it a little bit of poison for the time being. Okay, so we're against a blue. Yes, this is a Balloon Engine build. Free fall sim, and then like a bunch of small stuff. So it is pretty strong, but unfortunately for them, we do have a ton of shielding and regen, so. Should probably be fine here. Yep, there we go. It's all the way down to 6.4, which is pretty good. It goes down to like 5-ish, or yeah, 5-ish with how this works. Okay, so we're gonna get slow, and you can put it on headset, so it's like every time something starts flying, slows. It's only 1 second, but you know, it's still something. I think we just upgrade expert pilots. Now it's at 60%. It also gives extra shield to that, I never even noticed. Now we're insanely rich. Red Hopter's nice. Ice Bomb is fine since we're using it anyway for Chilling Touch. We'll definitely go for Trash Titan, because if we can get this guy charging with Juggler, it'll definitely go insane. And there it goes. Nice and easy. Unfortunately, no such luck, so we missed on that. Weapons, because we could potentially get one of these again. Both of these are very viable to run as well, but we've already kind of got our setup for this guy, so we'll hold on to it. Skyliner's pretty fun, though. Restorative, or Runabout is also pretty good. I don't know why I said restorative. Private Runabout's also pretty good, but we don't have a good setup for him. Anything to transform? Not particularly. I need to buy more tools. I have not been doing that. Well, there's one tool. Yeah, if I do more tools, then I can upgrade the Daggerwing for free. Or Dagger Tail, whatever this thing's called. What do they got? So I got the Runabout with the Hang Glider together is a little odd. Oh no, I guess they're doing, they're making everything fly, and then they're using this to just buff their Runabout a bunch. Which does quite a lot of damage. They might get us. Yep, they got us. If I had this upgraded, I think I would have got them, but fair enough. We'll go for smalls. Might as well upgrade that. And then, how many more? We need 3 more tools. So I'm just going to buy random stuff from this shop here. Flare gun is pretty good as well. Alright, so now we can just upgrade our Daggerwing for free. No enchant, sadly, but that's alright. Cinder says nothing. So the next big upgrade target is obviously this little guy here. I think we might also want to get rid of Parachute if I can find something something else, because we just kind of want to go for the one shot instead of worrying about this extra little bit of HP here. Because if you can get enough damage on this thing, it just goes off instantly and blows them up. I think we might go for that instead. So for that, we would run like Flare Gun and Firebomb. And we'll see how that goes. So it'll give us a bunch more triggers, and then that'll let our Daggerwing get bigger. We lose some survivability, but we'll see how that goes. Upgrade. Definitely going to upgrade the free fall sim. So it goes even faster. All right, so we got mag shield set up with balloon engine and a free fall sim. And a shiny ornithopter, which I don't believe really does anything. Yeah, the main issue with this one is I can't give haste to this guy. I think we would have won this with the thing I had before. Oh, never mind. We crit. We're good. We definitely would have won that with Parachute. But you can see that the damage went up way faster. The main issue is just it doesn't scale or it doesn't give this thing haste very much. Nothing we want there. Well, we'll take a tiny bit more crit. Why not? Okay, any more thing else to upgrade? Definitely the free fall sim. I think maybe the other setup's still a little bit better. Something like that, maybe, because now we can actually hit this with the ornithopter as well. Excuse me. This would be really good as well because we could potentially get any of the skills here would be quite nice with this build. There we go. Now everything's getting hasted quite a lot. Does a lot of damage. Yeah, that feels a lot better than the other setup. And we have the extra shielded parachute defenses. Nothing. Anything to transform? Not really. Any tools? It's a tech. I think coal is pretty good, but I can't really fit it on our current board. Yeah, paper airplane's the other one that's quite good. Unfortunately, not when it's silver. We definitely want it as a higher tier, but pogo stick can be fun, but we're gonna skip because I think the extra shield and regen is gonna keep us going. All right, let's see what we get. So it's a fiery tethers, Gatling gun. I haven't seen this Gatling gun set up much. So I guess they make it fly, and then they're gonna try and buff it with like the butterfly, I guess. I think we just killed them here. Yep, lovely. Well, there you go. That was a Daggerwing build. Took me a little bit to get the full setup going. You got to see the shielded parachute being super broken. It wasn't like crazy broken, but it was very strong. Well, there you go. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. Oh wait, I think that'll get us to legend actually. Let's take a look. Ta-da! 14. Not too bad. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.